film jamais fini. Cinéma, cinéma.
Greetings once again and welcome back to this plucky little vlog that carries courageously on, offering up observances to the seventh art. And now it's time for an intriguing low-life crime comedy, Zola, starring newcomer Taylor Page as Zola, the part-time dancer from Detroit who is persuaded by Stephanie, played by Riley Keough, whom she's only just met, to come with her on a road trip to Florida where there is easy money to be made pole dancing for rich guys. But who are these other men coming with them in the car? And what else is Zola expected to do with the clientele?
Money, titties, money, titties. From here on out, watch every move this bitch make.
This bitch with a nappy ass hair was up in my face.
Word.
Zola is based on a true-ish story, the viral Twitter thread posted in 2015 by the real-life Zola, Isaiah Zola Wells, whose uproarious account of her hair-raisingly bizarre road trip adventure was adored by the social media following, at least partly because everyone suspected she was embellishing it, or even making it up. After all, she was only curating and enhancing and sexing up her existence the way everyone does on social media. Everyone's a stripper on Instagram, revealing and yet concealing. It's all part of the aspiration and the triumph over the dullness of real life. Zola's film deal was there in embryo from the beginning, although maybe it's truer to say that the film is based on the Rolling Stone article about the Twitter thread. It's such a funny and bizarre movie in the style of a 90s zeitgeist comedy like Tarantino's Pulp Fiction or Doug Liman's Go, and there is in fact a freeze-frame voiceover gag pinched from Alexander Payne's Election. But those are pre-web films, and this is very much about the exhaustingly performative and self-promotional world of social media. All in all, pretty cool. The next film is an unexpected and genuine treat, a modern photo-love-style teen romance from French director and co-writer Guillaume Braque, entitled À l'abordage, or Attack, but for its UK release given the title All Hands on Deck.
Les femmes, c'est pas facile, mais parce qu'il faut se faire désirer. Quand on se rend pleinement disponible, ça marche pas, quoi.
T'es un galérien comme moi, quoi.
Un galérien, le mot est un peu fort.
Ah si, un galérien, mec.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils font là-bas? Pourquoi ils...
Regarde maintenant, il fait un massage, l'autre donjon. Là,
arrêtez, calmez-vous là. Il m'en fait tout le temps quand je décris d'angoisse, c'est rien sexuel.
This is a film about the importance of abordage in the naval battle of real life, boarding, attacking, seizing the day, going on the offensive, and fortune favouring the bold. Newcomer Eric Nanchuang plays Félix, a nurse and carer who has a romantic moment in Paris with a young woman called Alma, played by Asma Mesoueddine. She tells him she's heading off on holiday in southeastern France with her parents and sister, and Félix impulsively decides he will just turn up there as well, and that will be a wonderful romantic surprise for her. But he brings along his mate for moral support, Sharif, played by Salif Cissé, and using a carpooling app, they bamboozle a nervy and resentful guy called Edouard Sulpice, into driving them there in his mum's car. It's like a new version of Eric Romer with a weird touch of Carry On Camping. There's something so sweet-natured and tender and innocent in this film, and I completely loved it. Now I want to talk about a classic, this week on national re-release as part of the Betty Davis retrospective season at London's BFI South Bank, a film I actually vlogged about last year at the beginning of the lockdown. It's Now Voyager, directed by Irving Rapper and starring Paul Henreid and Betty Davis herself.
I didn't want to be born. You didn't want me to be born either. It was a calamity on both sides. What is the feminine for your word? That's what I am. I knew you were married and I walked right in with my eyes wide open. I'm immune to happiness.
You weren't immune that night on the mountain.
You call that happiness?
My darling, you were crying.
These are only tears of gratitude.
Don't talk like that.
You see, no one ever called me darling before.
I'm crying tears of gratitude right now just thinking about this magnificent 1942 melodrama with its sweeping orchestral score from Max Steiner, very much the Tchaikovsky of the Hollywood Golden Age. It's the kind of film that's still patronisingly called a weepy or a woman's picture, but what it is a romance involving Charlotte Vane, played by Davis, a young, unmarried woman of good family, emotionally terrorised by her demanding and domineering widowed mother, and reduced to a neurotic wreck, a frumpy, bespectacled spinster with unplucked eyebrows, who is sent away to a sanatorium run by the kindly and shrewd Claude Rains, and blossoms into a beautiful woman, who goes on a cruise and meets the handsome, attentive, unhappily married Jerry Durrance, played by Paul Henreid. But their love isn't written in the stars. Charlotte's heroism and martyred self-sacrifice certainly spoke to wartime audiences, although the war is not mentioned. Maybe the 1940s was the last conceivable time it was possible to make a straight-faced melodrama like this. Todd Haynes' Far From Heaven, a film in the comparable style of Douglas Sirk, only worked because it was a period piece. Anyway, this is a wonderful film. Go and see it. I'm actually off on holiday now, so this is going to have to be it for a couple of weeks. Once again, I've got to jettison whatever pathetic shreds of dignity I once had by begging you to buy my book, The Films That Made Me, an edited selection of my essays and reviews for The Guardian. And please feel free to give a share and a like to this YouTube channel, and also subscribe and leave a comment to say that you've subscribed. Stay classy.